Mukti Viveka Vyomavadvyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. In a portion wherein that in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Atma Jnana is indirectly mentioned after the sutra. Tada drashru sarupena avasthanam. After that, how this Atma appears to be, the samsari asvasthaha. While explaining that was the sentence is Yadyapi nirvikaro drashta sada swarupe eva tishtate. This drashta is Atma, not yogi or any other person. Because nirvikara is there, sada swarupe eva tishtate. If yogi is there, when asampradnyata samadhi is there, he is there in that. So that it depends on and the yogi is the one who is still practicing. We are not the one who has already accomplished asampradnyata samadhi, because still it is yet to be completed as such. So that this drashta is Chaitanya Swarupa Atma, who is Nirvikara. That's why I say Sada Swarupe eva tishtate. Atma eva Sada means when? Even in the state of ignorance of the Jiva. Even the Jiva is samsari, Atma is asamsari only. Now we are seeing the upakaritva, or how the dhyana, dharana, samadhi, anga samadhi are helpful bhiranga sadhanas for asampradnyata samadhi. For that the sutra was that how they are helpful. Shraddha, virya, smriti, samadhi, pradnya, purvakam. Purvakam means produced by. Shraddha, purvakam, purvakaha. Purvakaha is produced by this Shraddha, Virya, Smriti, Samadhi, Pradnya. So for whom itaresha? Who are those Resham? We already seen. Those other than Devas means human beings. Devas, some certain Adhishtan Devata, by birth they have the Samadhi capacity. So now one by one, these words in this sutra, what is Shraddha, what is Virya, what is Smriti, what is Samadhi Pradnya, all these are being explained because they produce this asampradnyata samadhi. Shraddha is mamayam. Mama ayam yoga eva parama purushartha sadhana. This yoga, which confers asampradnyata samadhi, yogastu chitta vritti nirodha. This yoga is for me what? Parama purushartha sadhanam. It is the means of accomplishing the highest purushartha. What is it? Moksha. Iti pratyaha. Pratyaya is antakarana vritti. Means here what antakarana vritti? Conviction. Here pratyaya in general is pratiti also or antakarana vritti. But here it is conviction. Conviction that this yoga is the sadhana for me for accomplishing the highest accomplishment, that is moksha. Highest accomplishment, moksha. Is absent there? Who was sitting there? Yes. He was not on. ठीक. So, that is that connection is Shuddhabodhananda. So, how is seeing by hearing the greatest yoga? Who else than yoga? Minds of here. Hearing. All the making moon. So, Lord says, What him is the means of the is whole life is that's the connection or the Uttarshanina Upyate is all new writing across Utkarshravana resulted of you you would have then how where find Utkara that exaltness that yoga. Sorry, told in Bhagavad told Bhagavad Yogi Tapsva Akaha Yogi Akha. It means Yogi 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 one takes Yogi Tapsvyaha Yamodi and apply so Prataps so Krichan to be so he is serious. That he Jani Happy Dikata because as Adhya even to the man is Chara Padiha. Jnan happy Yogi Viveka Yogi Karmanda in Surya to the Yogi Yogi that was these are saying Uttalo Sandra Narayana Purito Dharmaspoka. First, this what was Chakarana, rigid tapas, that means the fasting, etc. involved. So then and which are, what are those? Those are the means of accomplishing the Uttamaloka. Uttamaloka means Svargaloka, sadhu tapas, or Jyotishtoma karma, then Jyotishtoma, etc. Yagas are there. Then these Kricha Chandra and tapas or karmas, Jyotishtoma, then this yoga is superior. Why? It confers the moksha. It confers the moksha. Jnanam. Jnanam here. And this yoga being Jnanam prati see the book. Jnanam prati antarangatva chitta vishranti hetutaya Jnanad api adhikatvam. See, two jnanas have come in the same line. Yoga, this yoga being antarangatva, being the direct means for what? Jnanam. The first jnanam is Atma Jnanam. So yoga being Jnanam prati with respect to Atma Jnana, antarangatva being the direct means, yoga being the antaranga, sadhana for jnana. If you have got doubt, see, Lord even Bhashyakara himself explained. Dhyana yogaha samyak darshanasya antarangaha. Gita Bhashya, 5th chapter, 27th stanza, 6th chapter, 1st stanza. So in this Bhashyakara, see, those who have got doubt, no, there is a tendency to look down upon the yoga, etc. There, Bhashyakara himself says, earlier I have pointed out, Samadhi Shuddha Antakaranena. Antakarana, it has become Shuddha, ready to gain the Atma Dhyana by Samadhi. This Samadhi is a Sampradnyata Samadhi only, though the word is not used, it is meant for that. Or you can Sampradnyata also you can take. So Sampradnyata can be taken there because as a means it is given. So here, Dhyana Yogaha Samyak Darshanasya Antarangaha is the direct, this Dhyana Yoga is the direct means to gain the Atma Jnana. This is Bhashyakara says. So therefore, Jnanam Prati Antarangatva Chitta Vishranti Hetutaya. Because of being the means to make the mind absorbed in the Atma Swarupa. Chitta Vishranti means, why Chitta is Avishranta? All mentation. So because of vrittis. Vritti Rahitya means Vishranti only is there. Chitta Vishranti Hetutaya. Jnanad Avi Adhikatvam. See now this is Jnana from the Shloka, Gita 6th chapter 46. That it is Jnani Bhyopi Matodhikaha. This Jnani who has got Jnana, what Jnana? Shastra Artha. That is Paroksha. That Paroksha Jnana. Then that it is considered to be superior. Therefore, evam Thus, by knowing the Shreshtatva of yoga, Jnanataha, alternative is Jnanataha, that is better. I am taking from book only, not some tika or anything. Evam Jnanataha means the one who knows the Shreshtatva of the yoga from the Gita or any other such text. See? Yoge Shraddha Jayati. What happens? In yoga, Shraddha is born. See, this is Shraddha. How this is born? How is it born? By listening or coming across the exaltedness of yoga in the Shastra itself. Now, what is Virya? Tasyam cha shraddhayam vasitayam. Vasitayam means when it has become firm, dhida. When it is established means when it has become firm, dhida. So what is become dhana? That sadshraddha, that conviction has become dhida. So then what is born? Viryam bhavati. What is viryam? Utsaha. Enthusiasm. What enthusiasm? Sarvatha yogam sampadayishyami. By all means I will accomplish yoga. Not that banging the table and then sleep. By all means I will accomplish and the fellow sleeps. Not that way. It takes to industrious effort. Like that, no? Since many years I am asking the question, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? And continuing in the old preoccupation, even if the hair have become totally grey as such, so what will happen? Not that utsaha, with that appropriate and adequate efforts need to be put forth. So that is what sampadishyami, that utsaha, that enthusiasm. And accordingly he takes to the means, sadhanas also he takes to, that is virya. Then what is smriti? Let us see. By such utsaha, etadrishena utsahena, by such utsaha, what is it? By all means I am going to accomplish yoga. So tada, as and when necessary, at whatever level of yoga bhumi the person is there, what is the next sadhana? This clicks. Means, see, he has exposed to the Shastra, but at appropriate time, I should now take this application. Application of the knowledge that he had gained in the Shastra, application at appropriate application at appropriate time, that clicks in the mind. So therefore it says, the tada, as and when necessary, not then, as and when necessary, anushteyani yogangani. So the yogangas which are anushtheyaha, which need to be practiced, they are smaryanti. Smaryanti means they are known. Smarana also is knowledge. That means the person becomes aware of them. Then samadhi prajna is there. All these are means. Samadhi prajna purvaka. What is the samadhi prajna? Let us see. Tatha cha taya cha smrutya. By such smriti, what does it do? It takes to the appropriate anushtana. So therefore, what anushtana? Yoga. So anushtana of yoga, depending on that. And when this continues, sammyag anusthita samadhehi. So when he has practiced the samadhi properly, sammyag means as it should be done. Samadhi, from that samadhi, what happens? Adhyatma prasade sati. When the yogi has acquired Adhyatma prasada. What is Adhyatma prasada? Purity of mind and sthirata of mind. Purity, Shuddha Antakarna, that's what Samadhi Shuddha Antakarnena was told by Bhashyakara elsewhere. So therefore, purity, what is purity? Vrittirahitya. Purity is Vrittirahitya. So that's why Shuddhantakarna is supposed to be always calm and composed. Why? Vrittis are less there. So therefore, purity and sthirata. What is sthirata? Steadiness, naishchalya. That mind has got the capacity to take to a chosen preoccupation without distraction. So that is when prasade sati, when the adhyatma prasada is born by proper practice of this samadhi. Which samadhi? Sampradnyata samadhi. Still we are yet to reach the asampradnyata samadhi. What is born is Ritambhara pradnya udeti. Pradnya means knowledge. Ritambhara pradnya means the knowledge that reveals the true nature of the thing. Author is going to explain. With the sutra, he is going to explain what is Ritambhara. Pradnya is knowledge. Here, knowledge that reveals the true nature of a thing. Ritam means satyam, means vastu yathatmyam. Vibharti iti, that is bhara is there, no? Means prakashayati iti sutambara. That definition is going to come. So Ritam Pradnya Udeti is born. So then what happens? This is all. What is this? Remember that sutra. Shraddha, Virya, etc. Itaresham. That is the final Itaresham now. He explains. Tad pradnya purvakaha. Tad pradnya means Ritambhara pradnya purvakaha. Means what is that? Tad pradnya karanakaha. Means the meaning of Tat pradnya purvakaha is Tat pradnya karanakaha, means produced by that Ritambhara pradnya. Ritambhara pradnya. So what is the produced by that? Asampradnyata samadhi. Asampradnyata samadhi means that Ritambhara pradnya produces asampradnyata samadhi. See, look. Sampradnyata samadhi, asampradnyata samadhi. In between Ritambhara pradnya, that also is a samadhi. Elsewhere it is called dharma megha samadhi. Don't think something else it is. It is also samadhi. Why it is called pradnya? That reveals the true, the yathatmya of Brahma, Atma, Swarupa. So this is for whom? Itaresham. Itaresham means Devadibhyaha arvachinanam manushyanam. Itaresham means from where? Sutra. Don't go, it is not a continuous sentence. It is like bhashya. How bhashya, what is that? Whatever stanza or mantra is there, word by word it takes extent. So therefore, Itaresham. What is Itaresham? So that, see, the sutra is what? Shraddha, Virya, Smriti, Samadhi, Pradnya, Purvakaha, Itaresham. Means that this Asampradnyat Samadhi is produced by these. Shraddha, Virya, in these, and for this what is required? Dhyana, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi, which is the Bahiranga Sadhana, that is what he is establishing. So therefore, Purvakaha produced by that Itaresham. What is that Itaresham? Devadibhyaha arvachinana. Those who are later ones to Devadi, Deva, etc., or this great Vashishta, like such great rishis, etc., Adi, and or Arvachina can be later one. Prachina, you know, ancient. Opposite is Arvachina, later one. or Arvachina can also means inferiors, lower one. So Manusyas are lower to Devas. Why? Where Devas live, you have to see up. in Sarga. Where we live, we have to see here on earth. Lower ones, so that way. Inferior also. Not inferior in all respect. Inferior to these Adhishtan Devatas because they have already got the knowledge having got thappads. They already got. But Manusyas are superior to ordinary Devas, the denizens of heaven. Do you know why? They can't get Atma-dhyana. Here we have got the Buddhi. We have got the Buddhi and therefore it is possible to gain the Atma-dhyana. Manushyanam Siddhyati, Arvachinanam Siddhyati is accomplished. So now what has happened now? Dhyarana, Dhyana, Samadhi, Anga Samadhi as Bahiranga Sadhana for Ritambara Pradnya. No, for Asampradnya Samadhi. In between, one other fellow has come. Ritambara Pradnya has come. So that for that also sutra is being given. Tamcha Pradnyam. Which Pradnyam? Ritambara Pradnyam. Sutrayati describes in a sutra. What is that? Tatra. Tatra means, all words are going to be explained, means when that exalted Adhyatma Prasada takes place. What we Prasada we know in the Ram Mandir. So, not that Prasada. Adhyatma Prasada. What is the Adhyatma Prasada? Purity and steadiness of the mind which enables one to gain the jnana, that asampradnyata samadhi. So therefore it says, Tatra means when Adhyatma Prasada takes place, Ritambhara Pradnya. What is born is Ritambhara Pradnya. The knowledge which reveals the Atma Vastu in its true nature. Now, what is Ritam? What is Bhara? What is Tatra? What is Pradnya? All these need to be acquainted. That is Vidyaranyamani. If one wants to learn how to teach, he has to learn it from Vidyaranyamani. Whether it is Panchadashi or Anubhuti Prakasha or Jivanmukti Viveka, that is the best teacher. He doesn't leave anything that is without explanation. Continuing. Ritam means Satyam, true. What is in this context? What is that Satyam? Vastu Yathatmyam. That is the true nature of a thing. True nature of a thing. So now Ritam Bhara is there. What is that? Ritam Vibharti iti Ritam Bhara. Vigra compound is resolved. Ritam Vibharti. What is Vibharti? The meaning is Prakashayati. Text itself. Prakashayati means reveals. So reveals. So that means the case. Ritambara is what? That which reveals the Atma Swarupa in its true nature. Vibharti, Prakashayati. You see there? Bodh karne wali. Dharana karne wali. If you want in Hindi. Vibharti, Prakashayati. Bodh karne wali. Dharan karne, that which reveals, that which makes you know. So that is Ritambara. Now where Tatra? Tatra. What is that Tatra? Continuing. So Tatra, is from where? Sutra. Rest is the meaning of that. You can put equal to. Tatra equal to this much. So therefore, tatra means what? Tasmin samadhyutkarsha janne adhyatma prasade sati. When that samadhi, which samadhi? Sampradnyata samadhi. No. Here sampradnya yet to come. Asampradnya we are yet to come. We are talking about the means of asampradnya. See, we have already arrived up to the level of sampradnyata samadhi. And then that asampradnyata samadhi we have come, but we are discussing about the sadhanas of that. In the Tasmin samadhyutkarsha janne adhyatma prasade. In that adhyatma prasada, what is that adhyatma prasada? Purity and steadiness of the mind. So now, what is born of what? Tasmin samadhyutkarsha janne, by the utkarsha. Utkarsha means exaltedness. Exaltedness means, that means the intense. Here exaltedness is by the intense practice of sampradnyat samadhi, whenever that when that adhyatma prasada is born. And that adhyatma prasada is born, purity and steadiness of the mind. See, here it tells Bhashikara, samadhi, the samadhi shuddha antakarana. That can be taken for the sampradnyata samadhi. So prasade sati, what is born? Ritambara pradnya jayati. This shows the Ritambara pradnya is produced by intense practice of sampradnyata samadhi. It serves as the sadhana for the asampradnyata samadhi. Therefore, this is also that again that word pradnya has come, it puts you off. Otherwise, samadhi, A samadhi, B samadhi, you can do that. So this also is samadhi, which is the dharma megha samadhi. These are the different words. But dharma megha samadhi doesn't give the proper meaning. What is dharma megha, you know? It's the cloud of punya. What do the clouds do? They pour the rain. So like that, this samadhi is that again means nothing but punya, and punya only the person gets. So that way. But that is not revealing the pattern or the way of gaining the knowledge. So the other feature is Ritambara. That feature of that dharma mega samadhi is Ritambara pradnya. It gives the knowledge which can reveal you the swarupa in its true nature. Ritambara. Now, so you may wonder, as we have seen now, it is dharma mega samadhi is called as Ritambara pradnya. Why? How do you justify this name, Ritambara? So that is now the reasoning, the not with that is the this what is that? Upapatti. Upapatti reasoning as to why it is called Ritambara pradnya is being given. Type of knowledge born of Shruti and knowledge born of Anumana. See, different from those two. Means this pradnya, Ritambara pradnya, is neither knowledge born of Shastra nor born of inference. Why? Because in those knowledge, that born Shastra, it is, in the sense, this knowledge is not vachya. It cannot be expressed in terms of words, in the sense Vachya Vachaka Sambandha is not there in this knowledge. Car, microphone. What happens? Is Vachya and the word microphone is the Vachaka. Sambandha is there. The word Vachaka, microphone, reveals you an object, a specific object. Like that, this knowledge you can't describe in terms of the word. Even if you say Atma, it doesn't make much sense. When you say Atma, look here, microphone. Don't you know precisely why? Your eyes report. Fragrance, agarbatti fragrance. Your nose report. You know precisely what it is. Sweet, you know what it is. Like that Atma. What? Shrutireva Sharanam. You have to run to Upanishad. So that which makes all these indriyas function, mind function, that example of electricity was not there, but now we can take. So how all gadgets are made to function, but still directly you don't know what Atma is. It is paroksha jnana. Vachya Vachaka Sambandha is not there. Here it is not there. Direct cognition will be told as Yogi Pratyaksha. So that will be told as a Yogi Pratyaksha. Direct cognition. Therefore different from Agama Pradnya and Anumana Pradnya. So therefore Anya Vishaya is Vishaya. Why? Vishesharthatva. Anya Vishaya means Samadhi Vishayini Vishaya. It can be directly cognized only in Samadhi. Anya Vishaya means which can be cognized only in Samadhi. Why so? Because Vishesharthatva. Vishesharthatva means Vishesha Vishayatva. It is pertaining to a unique vastu. What is that unique vastu? Not found in the creation. It is independent of the creation. Your words are too incompetent to describe that vastu and vishesharthatva iti. Now, that Anya Vishaya is being now explained. Anya Vishaya. So what is that Anya Vishaya means? Different from Shruta Pradnya and Anumana Pradnya. That is now explained. Why it is Rutambara, Upapatti. So he said, first, that is, this Rutambara Pradnya is distinct from Shruta Pradnya and Anumana Pradnya, because Anya Vishaya, that is now explained. See, what he wants to say, only yogis can directly cognize this. Not ayogis. The word used here, ayogi, means those who are not yogis. Who are ayogis? Who have not got the sampradnyata samadhi. Not only the utkarsha, intense practice of sampradnyata samadhi who have not taken to, they are ayogis. These people cannot know what it is. They have to resort to agama, shruti and anumana. So therefore I say, the vastu, anything which is sukshma, which is subtle. Sukshma vastushu, vyavahita vastushu, viprakrishta vastushu. So, Sukshma Vastu, in the case of the knowledge of these, what are those? A Vastu which is Sukshma. Sukshma means subtle. Subtle means Indriya Agochara, not perceptible to the senses. Then Vyavahita. Vyavahita means that which is intervened by something, interrupted by something else. So that is the Vyavahita. What you can say, concealed or something. That is it, which is concealed or which is covered by something. Then Viprakrishta, remote. That which is remote, that which is far. As far as these are concerned, knowledge of these are concerned, ayogi pratyaksham na pravartate. These are not directly cognized by ayogi. Na pravartate means is not produced, doesn't happen, the pratyaksha, direct cognition of such vastu, which is indriya agochara, which is concealed or intervened by something else, or viprakrishta, remote, cannot be known by the ayogis. Then how can they know? They have to know this way. Agama anumanabhyam tani vastuni ayogibhi jnayante. Agama anumanabhyam, by the Shruti and Anumana, by this they know. Fine, they know it or not. Yogis may know directly, ayogis know through what? Shruti and Anumana. That is why Bhagavan has given Shruti. But my dear sir, that knowledge is only what? Upar ka. It is indirect knowledge. It is not the direct knowledge. So it's like, for example, a yogi who has accomplished asampradnya samadhi, Atma Paramananda Swarupaha. Directly. Aparoksha is one. Huh? Then, study of Upanishads and inference, etc. Atma Paramananda Swarupa Ayogi. You have to lick the tongue. That yogi will, he will say tuk tuk. You know that? Tuk tuk. Yogi will say tuk tuk means you fellow don't know what it is, I know what it is. So you only know as a word that it is Paramananda Swarupa. But it is like a person who says sugar is sweet, but never in lifetime the fellow has tasted the sugar. So that is the distinction between. Knowledge is there, but it is only indirect. So agama anumanabhyam tani vastuni ayogibhi jnayante. What I told by Vidyaranya Muni only. He explains that. So then you may say, he has got knowledge, what is there? We have made use of what? Shruti and Anumana. That fellow directly, what difference? Difference is this. Techa, those knowledge, he says, Shastranumana janne pradne. Do you know what they give you? Vasu samanyam eva gocharayataha. Gocharayataha are accessible to only vastu samanya, the thing in general, not specifically in its reality. So agama anumanabhyam tani vastuni ayogibhi jnayante. Techa. What is it? Te pradne. Those pradne, those types of knowledge. What are those? Agama pradnya and Anumana pradnya, which are born of what? Shastra Anumana Janni. Born of Shastra and Anumana. Anumana Janni says Vastu samanyam eva means they reveal to you, gocharatah, they reveal to you only the general nature of a thing. For example, Atma is Sachidanandaha, Atma is Samsara Vinirmuktaha, Atma is Nitya Muktaha. Some concept it they give, because we know the opposite as such, but not the direct cognition. A yogi. Yogi has got the direct cognition. For yogi, each word means like sugar is sweet. What is sweet? He is as the one who has tasted knows, like that he knows Paramananda. Like that. That is the distinction. Whereas idam tu, what is idam? Rutambara pradnya. Idam tu yogi pratyaksham, directly cognized by the yogi, and vishesha vastu gocharatva. So, because it is accessible to the knowledge of the vishesha vastu. Vishesha vastu means here atma vastu, brahma vastu, gocharatva, because it reveals the this vishesha vastu, the atma vastu. It is called as what? Ritambharatvam. Ritambharatvam. Fine? What is Ritambhara Pradnya? This word is a little fascinating word, I believe. you feel like repeating Ritambhara, Ritambhara, Ritambhara. Anyway. Now, suppose you got Ritambhara Pradnya. काम हो गया? नहीं. नहीं. This Ritambhara Pradnya also is Bahiranga sadhana for Asampradnyata Samadhi. And afterwards, further practice is that when the Antaranga sadhana for Asampradnya Samadhi and finally the Asampradnyata Samadhi comes. Tasya yogi pratyakshasya. That tasya means what? Ritambhara pradnyayaha. Of that Ritambhara pradnya, which is yogi pratyaksha, which is directly evident. Yogi pratyaksha means directly evident to yogi, not ayogis. Which is directly evident to yogi means at least who have come up to the level of Ritambhara pradnya, means Sampradnyata Samadhi crossed. By intense practice of Sampradnya Samadhi, they have reached the level of the still not Asampradnya Samadhi. At the level of the Ritambhara Pradnya, or other what is called as Dharma Megha Samadhi. So there is a Tasya Yogi Pratyakshasya Asampradnyata Samadhau means with respect to Asampradnya Samadhi Bahirangatva Siddhyartham, to prove that Ritambhara Pradnya is Bahiranga Sadhana for what? Asampradnya Samadhi. So for that what is to be proved? That it is helpful, useful. What is useful? Ritambhara Pradnya is useful to gain the Asampradnyat Samadhi. If it is proved, what is proved? Ritambhara Pradnya is Bahiranga Sadhana for this. Why Bahiranga Sadhana? Why not Antaranga Sadhana? Because even in Ritambhara Pradnya, Vritti is there. In Asampradnya Samadhi, Vritti is not there. Just as Dhyana, Dharana, Samadhi, including Sampradnya Samadhi, Vrittis are there. So also here Vritti is there, and therefore it is Bahiranga Sadhana. How is Bahiranga Sadhana? For that Upakaritvam. Upakaritvam means utility, usefulness. utility or usefulness is being described in the sutra Tajjaha. Tajjaha means that born of the samskaras, Tajjaha samskaraha. The samskaras, impressions born of Ritambara Prajna. So born of this Ritambara Prajna, that samskara, do you know what does it do? Anya samskara pratibandhi is opposed to Anya samskara. Anya samskara means Vyutthana samskara. Those samskaras which expel this fellow from the samadhi. So Vyutthana samskara, so therefore it is opposed to that. And therefore what happens? It helps to gain asamprajnata samadhi. Therefore it is useful. Utility is there. So that is why it is Bahiranga sadhana. That means Ritambara prajna or Dharmamega samadhi is the Bahiranga sadhana of asamprajnata samadhi. Dhyana, Dharana, Samadhi also are Bahiranga by they help to remove many of those Anatma Pratyaya. That way they say. So this also a step ahead. Ritambara Prajna is, that is because those impressions, what they do, the impressions help to eliminate their Dhyana, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi are useful to get rid of the other vrittis. Whereas Ritambara Prajna is useful to get the samskaras of Ritambara Prajna is useful to get rid of the Vyutthana samskara. So that way it is Bahiranga sadhana. Then the question is, what is the Antaranga sadhana for asamprajnata samadhi? Let us see that. Asamprajnata samadhi bahiranga sadhanatvam uttva. For asamprajnata samadhi, it's bahiranga sadhana. What is that? Namely, yogi pratyaksha on account of Ritambara prajna. So that yoga pratyaksha has to be taken there. So tasya yogi pratyakshasya, so Ritambara prajna, this asamprajnat samadho bahirangatva siddhyartam, etc. So that is yogi pratyaksha means that capacity in the yogi to know the vastu. What vastu? Sukshma, vyavahita and viprakrishta, which a yogi cannot know that way. So therefore it says bahiranga asamprajnat samadhehe bahiranga sadhanam uktva. That Ritambara prajna in the sense, yes, that Bahiranga sadhana is samskara of Ritambara prajna called as yogi pratyaksha. That is how it is to be taken. So that samskaras of Ritambara prajna means otherwise called as yogi pratyaksha. Synonyms. Uktva, having described, tan nirodha prayatnasya. Now what you have to do? Even those samskaras of Ritambara prajna have to be terminated, have to be eliminated. So therefore, tan nirodha prayatnasya, tat stands for samskara of Ritambara prajna in samadhi, also called as yogi pratyaksha. So nirodha prayatnasya antaranga sadhanatam sutrayati. The antaranga sadhana, that the antaranga sadhana, the direct means of asamprajnat samadhi, is being described now. What is it? Tasyapi nirodhe. When that also is eliminated. What is eliminated? Samskara of Ritambara prajna, these also are eliminated. You may say, how to eliminate? Nothing but this intense practice. Intense practice of sampradnyat samadhi leads to Ritambara Pradnya. Ritambara Pradnya intense practice leads to that elimination of those samskaras also, and what you get is asampradnyata samadhi. So that is it. See how thorough it is. That is what our Shastras are like that, not just upar ka upar nahi hai. This is how they are analyzed in detail so that one can be very clear as to what one is in for, provided if one takes to Ashtanga Yoga. Of course, Ashtanga Yoga practice is there. It's not just theoretical as such. Ashtanga Yoga practice is involved there. Tasyapi nirodhe, so even when, so that is what is there. So this samskaras of Ritambara Pradnya also is removed. Sarva nirodha. Sarva nirodha means afterward you will say these samskaras will create another samskara. No, baki kuch samskar nahi hai. What is there is asampradnyata samadhi, and for that a different word is used, nirbija samadhi. Don't conclude another samadhi. Samadhi is galore. So not that way. Nirbij samadhi is asampradnyat samadhi. Other word, come on, tell me. Nirodha samadhi. Nirodha samadhi. Nirvikalpa, yes, that is nirvikalpa. But here is not, the word is not used. But nirodha samadhi word is used. Nirodha samadhi, asampradnyat samadhi. Now the word is used is nirbija samadhi. Why it is called nirbija samadhi? Because samsara bija is not there. How samadhi can have samsara bija? Because there are varieties of samadhis in Patanjali Yoga Shastra. Which samadhi is sampradnyata samadhi? How varieties of sampradnyata samadhi? Because the dheya differs. So those taking to sampradnyata samadhi for occult powers, etc., bhuta bhautika dheyas are there, they differ. There, an atmanatma viveka is not there, and because atmanatma viveka is not there, samsara bija is there, whereas here atmanatma viveka is there, samsara bija is not there, and therefore this is called as nirbija samadhi. Nirbija samadhi. Now then, how these samskaras of Ritambara Pradnya, it is not told here, but just for information, by parama vairagya and intense practice of Ritambara Pradnya. By parama vairagya and intense practice of abhyasa. Is that? Abhyasa and intense abhyasa, then what happens? Intense abhyasa of Ritambara Pradnya, then what happens? Even the samskaras of Ritambara Pradnya are niruddha. Niruddha means destroyed, and thereby when samskaras that can be born in future are also destroyed. See, samskaras go on generating samskaras, but at the level of Ritambara Pradnya intense practice, it comes to such a level, though its samskaras are destroyed, further samskaras are not generated. What is there is Ashesha Bandha Nivartaka Nirbija Samadhi, which is Asampradnyata Samadhi. That alone is there. Therefore it is called Nirbija Samadhi. And now, so what will it give me? हमको क्या मिलेगा? Listen. This samadhi, what is samadhi now? Nirbija samadhi or asampradnyat samadhi. He says, sushupti samanaha. It is like supti. Why did you not tell in the beginning only all All this Ramayana is over, and then you are telling this. Why did you not tell in the very beginning? Listen, Sushupti Samanaha means it is not sleep. It will be explained. It is not sleep. Just as in sleep no vrittis are there, so also in this asampradnya samadhi, no, what is that? No vrittis are there. This, when the illustration is given, only aspect, not, it is not equal. So, and now see, contrast with this known. Sakshi chaitanyena anubhavitum shakyaha. It can be experienced by what? Sakshi chaitanyena. Sakshi chaitanyena anubhavitum. And how it can be experienced? Because it's you see, Sakshi chaitanyena anubhavitum shakyaha. It is possible to experience Sakshi Chaitanya means what remains there is only Sakshi Chaitanya, which is Anubhava Swarupa. Can you deny the Anubhava of that? Because it is Anubhava. But it is a distinct Anubhava. No Triputis. No Triputis. Your Pramana also gone. So what is there is only Swarupa. Swarupa, which is directly cognate. Or it can be Sakshi Chaitanya Anubhava means it is also a state of chit. Not chit, chittam, antakarana. It is also a state of, not chit. Chit has no state. Chaitanya has no state. It is chittam. It is a state of chittam antakarana, which vritti rahitya. What is that? See, sukshma samskaras will be there. Gross samskaras. Whether you sleep or asampradnyat samadhi, sukshma samskaras will be there. Otherwise, you know what will happen? Ram Nam Sat. Antakarana has totally cut off the link with the specific body. In sleep, avidyavrittis are there. So in sleep, avidyavrittis are there. Here, sukshma chitta vrittis will be there because that link is there. But that link is not obstructing our jnana. So therefore, and those samskaras are not that as even the Ritambara Pradnya samskaras, etc. Because these are little grosser samskaras. So those also gone. Sakshi chaitanyena anubhavitum shakyaha. Then it must be sleep only. Because in sleep, no vrittis are there. Here also, no vrittis are there. My dear sir, there is a distinction. In sleep, chittam antakaranam is not there, absent, because it is merged in the immediate cause, ajnana. In asampradnyat samadhi, chittam is verily there in the minute samskara. Otherwise it is sleep only, yes. It is sleep. And if it is sleep, can it give knowledge? No. That is, everyone will be paramadana. A newly born child, paramadhyana. Because that fellow doesn't know anything except drink milk and sleep hours together. So not that way. Ajnana is there. Everything is there. So distinction between the Sushupti and this Asampradnya Samadhi is given first, pointing out the doubt. Asau means this Asampradnya Samadhi is Sushuptihi eva iti na shankaniyam. Don't doubt that it is only Sushupti. Why? Reason is given is what? Sarvadhi vritti rahitya. In sleep, all dhi vritti, antakarana vritti are absent. Here also all antakarana vritti are absent. Therefore what? Asampradnya Samadhi is sleep. No, don't say. Why? Manaswarupa sadasattvabhyam visheshat. Visheshat, because of the distinction, this distinction is there. What is that? In Asampradnya Samadhi, the Manaswarupa is present. The nature of the mind is, antakarana is present. In sleep, asat, asatva. Satva, sat means presence. Asattva is absent. Manaswarupa is not present in sleep. No, not that way. Other way. See, Manaswarupa. What is Manaswarupa? The mentation and the capacity to do all these things is present in Nidra. Whereas in Asamprada Samadhi, the mind is no mind now. Mind is no mind. Understood? See, that samskara shesha, because that is there. Even here also that samskara is there. Mind as a mind in terms of is all function is in the seed form where in the sleep. Mind as a mind in terms of its function as in the seed form is not in the asamprajnata samadhi. This is the distinction. So sad asatvabhyam. So that is, so sat means manas. Swasti prajabhya paripalayanta